Okay, I guess I'm live here. So it's been a while since I've done a tutorial on anything. I really haven't been doing much painting. It's been hot here, and in the summer I try to get out and ride my trike when I can. I don't know. I've been on different medications. As some of you know, I have narcolepsy, and the new medications made me feel like I would have to die to feel better. So I haven't been doing anything lately. So, but I switched again, and now I'm feeling better. So hopefully we're on a positive trend here. So I came across, anyway, what people tell me they really appreciate about my paintings is the eyes on my animal paintings, is the eyes and the noses and just the general expressions that I get. Try to get my hair not in the camera. So I've probably watched 400 tutorials of how to paint cat and dog eyes, but I'm telling you, I am here to tell you that the tutorials just overcomplicate them. There's a couple secrets that you need to know, and you need to know what kind of paint to use, how to apply it. My desk is a mess. And just let the paint do the work. Don't fiddle with it too much. Let the paint do the work. Now, I was playing with different colors of paint, just to make sure that, I have a palette that I use and for pet painting. I have another palette that I use for landscapes and scenery. This is my pet painting, and for eyes, I usually use, depending if it's a cat or a dog, I use a raw sienna, Quinacridone gold, burnt sienna, not the scarlet, burnt umber, raw umber, sepia. Those pretty much what I use for eyes. Cats, I add in greens, and I use this one, which I always call sap gold or sap green, but it's not. It's actually, it is Green Apatite, which is a Daniel Smith color that is hanging up somewhere. I'm not going to show you the tube, but it's Green Apatite. It's spelled Apatite. I always thought it was apatite, but it's apatite. And it's a mineral color, so it's heavy and it granulates. So you can see I was playing around with my greens. And this one is the Green Apatite. This is Green Apatite on top of Quinacridone gold. I tried some other yellows. I tried nickel azo yellow. That actually worked really well. It's a Daniel Smith. I think it's another one of the mineral. Well, obviously nickel. But I don't think it's one of their specialized mineral colors that they call. What do they call? Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Never mind, you can look it up. There's a whole series that are made with gemstones. Prima something, I don't know. Anyway, so I usually use Quinacridone gold for cat eyes. And amazingly, surprisingly, it actually granulates a bit. It's also very staining, so that can be kind of a pain. But it's the most vibrant gold I have found. and I like that for the eyes. So you can see this is, maybe you can't. Actually, you can. Oh, you should be able to see here. I moved it over. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. But this is Quinacridone Gold with some green apatite on top. And that's the look I'm going for. This one is the nickel azo yellow. It's also very vibrant and granulates nicely. So either the nickel azo yellow or the gold, Quinacridone Gold would work for this. For the eyes that have the gold undertones. Now, I came across this crazy cat picture on Pixabay, and when I share the link for this, I will share the link for the picture. And what I love about this one is the eyes are two different colors. See, one has a lot more gold and has a is that warmer? It's more yellow green. I can never, when I get in greens and blues, I can't tell if warmer or cooler, but it's a more yellow green, and this eye is a more blue green. So I thought it would be fun to do a quick tutorial, and I'm not being very quick, I'm babbling. So anyway, I'm gonna take a clean sheet of paper and my colors, and I would encourage you to do this. Take a paintbrush, wet down a part of your paper, and then try your different colors. So I tried the raw sienna, and I didn't like it, but I can show you what that looks like. It's kind of blah. You have to remember these will dry lighter. So that's raw umber. This is my Quin Gold, which is a very bright, lovely color. I have the azo around here. It's up here. This one's nickel azo. A little bit of a green cast compared to that one. So both of those really work well. I tried gold ochre, and I was underwhelmed. So this one is gold ochre. That one, it could work, but it dries really flat. So I'm not a fan. I took it out of my palette and replaced it with Quinacridone Gold. I do have Holbein Aureole in yellow, but you can see it's bright, but it doesn't granulate at all. It dries really flat, and it's just not the color I'm looking for there. So the other colors, on a cat eye, green cat eye, what I use is one of the golds and green apatite, which is this one. Yeah, I'm just going to show you what they look like and see. Yeah, I'll put some on top of the other colors here. Just let them spread out. You can see that my raw umber just kind of, this blah just kind of vanished in there. Kleenex. Now if you get too much paint on and you don't like it, you can just kind of dab away. And like the ochre kind of works. This is too bright. You're going to have to trust me on the sap green because you can use it, if that's what you have, but I would recommend if you don't have sap green, you mix a color out of one of the golds and blue. Use a granulating blue like cobalt. Put some here. Here's cobalt. Oops, not that one. Here's some. This is French ultramarine. So my palette's really dirty. So. Now you could use the raw sienna. But I'm going to use the Quinacridone gold. Put a little with both of these. I'll take some and put it on top of the other yellows. That one's really nice. I think with the ultramarine and the quin gold. Anyway. So that's pretty much what I do. The other thing I'm going to get to is the nose. Down here. And what I do for the nose, one color I use a lot is called Potter's Pink. It's a very heavy pigment and it granulates a lot, and I just forgot to wet my paper, so just mix some stuff here. So, Potter's Pink is kind of purpley. This time I will take the yellow. Let's see if mix a little yellow. Yeah. I'll just mix it on my palette. Ew. The noses are pink, sometimes a little bit coral. So if you add a tiny bit of yellow, that's too much yellow. To the pink, you get a more coral color. But in this case, I'm going to use carmine. There's carmine, pink. Mix a little bit of yellow into the carmine. And this is a case where you can use whatever yellow. Just don't overdo it like I just did. So, okay. And there's what, you probably can't see this. This is the Potter's Pink, this is the carmine mixed with a tiny bit of yellow. That color looks really good to me. This does not. I can lift that off. Anyway, I'll probably put a couple layers. But I'm gonna try to get this going and just get the first layers on the eyes. And kind of debating about whether I want to use masking in the eye, and I think I do. Being that I can't use latex mask, and I want a really subtle effect, I'm going to take some of this blue. This is, let's say it's royal blue. I want very, very dilute. Really dilute. Barely visible. If you look at the reference, you can see that there's a bluish cast to the later parts of the eyes. I'm going to very carefully paint in, try to paint in that area. Well, this part doesn't paint across. Paint across here. Some bluish cast up here too. Just want a very slight tint. Want it to be mostly white. So let me take my blow dryer, dry that so I can. Now, since I don't use there's my waxy brush. Since I don't like to use latex masking fluid because I'm allergic to latex. Oh, this is the one I use. And I'm going to use the Winsor & Newton permanent masking medium, and to be really careful where I put this. I just want it over the part of the eye. When we get to the second eye, I'll have to mix a new color. I can get the highlights in here for now. Okay, now that needs to dry. Get that out of the way. This brush is now a dedicated masking medium brush because permanent masking medium is wax. It's a wax liquid that settles out and blocks the paint. And it's got to dry too. Handy dandy blow dryer if you're impatient. Wax brush aside. Now I'm going to use. I'm really liking the azo. I have way too many things going on here, but I really I'm liking the nickel azo yellow with the apatite on top. But I usually do use the Quin Gold. But like I said, this is a dud. This is raw sienna. This is yellow ochre. Those are just kind of dud colors. This is too vibrant and smooth. It doesn't granulate. So this is really the look I'm going for. And I encourage you to play with the paints until you kind of see what they do, because once you get the once you get the paint colors right, it's not a lot of work. I'm gonna wet that eye. And I don't worry about paint in the iris. pupil. That's the pupil. This is the iris. I'm just going to wet this too. And while those are soaking, I'm going to see if I can. I'm thinking for this eye is to just mix some ultramarine in with the green and put that over the yellow, the nickel azo yellow. Do the base layer. Pick up the drips here. Okay, where did I put my paint? I want this fairly thick, like cream consistency, because I don't want to do a lot of layers, but I'm guessing this might be too thick. Yeah, this will be good. You can just kind of dab at it. If you do it wet on wet, it will just kind of spread out. And make a really uneven surface, which is lovely. I'm going to put on the green. Mix it up here because I don't want to go too dark too soon with the green. Now, the one thing I learned about painting eyes, and I have no idea who made this point, but when you're painting an eye is basically a bubble. It's a sphere. So you paint it like you would a bubble. And a bubble is usually darker around the outside edges. So one thing you can do to practice is just draw some circles and practice painting bubbles. But you can see on the reference it's darker. But this is shaded. Up on the top it's shaded because of the eyebrows, so it's always darker. And then if you follow it around this side, you can see it's dark on the bottom again. It has some little lines in there that some of that is I drew, traced over it. But it's lighter kind of in the middle, here and here, darker here on this one, and lighter along here. So just look at the thing, look at what you're doing, and dab some of this off. Carried away. don't have to mix a lot, you can just let it mix itself on the paper. Let's see if I see any, let's see a lot of blue over here. And I did go a little dark, but it'll dry later, so more gold over here. Oh, grab the wrong gold. Oh, now I've got gold. You can see where I masked here. It's just kind of a light blue, so that's working well. I'm just going to let that dry. And I'll do some more with it tomorrow. You can see how easy that is if you just let the paints mix and do their thing. They're kind of bulged up because the paper's wet, and that'll flatten back out. So now I'm going to wet the nose. Let's wet the nose with my clear water. I'm mostly using my Daniel number 6 Kolinsky Sable cheap Kolinsky Sable brushes that you can get on Amazon for the set. It's like $39, but you need to have a way. They come not very crimped, so you need to have some kind of crimping tool or pliers to crimp them. But otherwise, they are fantastic. Okay, so I already mixed up my pinky stuff up here, so I'm just going to do the first layer of pink. Cool is it? What the paint does, though, it just mixes and mingles and makes itself splotchy, and you don't even have to paint in all those little details. You just let it do its thing. This is sinking down here, which is kind of good. Just mix it all together and add a little more color. That didn't work. Okay, let's add a little more color. Tiny bit of yellow, not that much yellow. Oh boo, I got green in my... That isn't cooperating. I'm just going to pick up some of this Potter's Pink. That enough for now. So 2 different colors of eyes. I'll paint in the details around the eyes, and I can show you quick how I do the fur, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the fur. This is all about the eyes. And when this one's done, I found another cat picture that has, it's underneath, has these stunning blue eyes. They're kind of, I don't know, they're cobalt, maybe turquoise with some green and gold in the middle. So one of them's in focus, one of them's blurry. That'll be fun. So anyway, that's all for tonight. So good night. I hope you enjoyed this.